Chapter 4, Episode 1. Chapter 4, Spacesuit Rent-a-Body Design Training. His face did shine as the sun, and his garments became white as snow. Matthew 17, verse 2. Thomas. Okay, I know I'm having a lucid dream. This experience is different. It is very early in the night, just after I have fallen asleep. I'm awakening, floating outside a building that is a three-sided pyramid, a tetrahedron platonic solid, with three turrets of lights shooting up from each corner of the building and a fourth light from the top of the pyramid. It looks like the Ryogog Yong Hotel, an unfinished 330-metre tall, three-sided pyramid-shaped skyscraper in Pyongyang, North Korea. There was a symbol attached above the front entrance to the pyramid's sloping wall. It included a cube with 13 overlapping circles. It's a Metatron's cube with three overlapping circles in 2 dimensions. See the diagram. At the entrance of the pyramid, there was a woman, about 3 meters tall with a long neck. I noticed her royal blue gown dropping from her shoulders and flowing out like a bell to her feet just above the ground. Her collar fanned out and up from her shoulders. It was about 15 centimeters tall and open at the front of the neck. The skin was pale blue, and I noticed a deep blue sapphire held on or sitting in her forehead. She reminded me of the beautiful female princess Neytiri on the movie Avatar. She looked very serious. Telepathic conversations. The following is a telepathic conversation she and I had without words being spoken. Thomas, welcome back to your Soul Group school. This school is the Arcturian Intentions Education Centre on the Arcturus star in the Boots constellation. As your headmistress, I act as your general mathematician practitioner, just like a GP on your Earth. I will be directing you to specialist mathematicians for study. Your Earth and Sun solar system rotates around Arcturus, which is 37 light years away. We then rotate around Sagittarius A, which is 27,000 light years at the center of the Milky Way galaxy, which has a diameter of 87,000 light years. Today, your soul group is here to assist you with some spacesuit design training. Before training commences, I am asking you to join a meditation with your soul group to center yourself. The vibrations on Arcturus are finer than those on Earth. I ask you to leave your heavy vibrations of Earth and attune to our finer vibrations. There's a lot to take in during this visit. You will need to clear your mind and your heart. Hello, headmistress. Well, please forgive me for not recognizing you at once, or these beautifully crystalline surroundings of my old school. However, I do remember what Edgar Cayce said about the Arcturian race. Edgar Cayce is known as the sleeping prophet and an American clairvoyant who gave 14,306 psychic readings while in a self-induced sleep state. He said that the Arcturian race are educators who live in the 5th dimension. They are assisting the Homo sapiens raise their consciousness from the limited 4th dimension to the 5th to include, they are assisting the Homo sapiens raise their consciousness from the limited fourth dimension to include knowledge available in the library of the fifth dimension Akashic energy records. They will assist in the next mutation and expansion of the two-stranded DNA Homo sapiens species back to a fully functioning 12-stranded DNA species. A new species will be created or mutated and called Homo consciousness, Homo connected, Homo cooperative, or Homo coherent. Classroom meditation. Next, I'm in an open and spacious room within the building, meditating with others. I'm connected with each of the others. We are experiencing feelings of the sound of Om or AUM of consciousness. AUM is pronounced or sung A or The A balances the gut mind, U balances the heart mind, and balances the head mind. The feelings of this moment is one of cooperation. Then next it is a feeling of patience. I'm now feeling that something of a greater significance has occurred with the arrival of a grander entity amongst us at the centre of the circle. There is a feeling of deep peace and calmness amongst us. Our bodies appear to have dematerialized into white light energy, and it feels as though we're going through a transfiguration experience. I have no awareness of time. Excuse me, Thomas, would you please come with me? I felt these words in my head and heart. I was so reluctant to move beyond this experience. Soon we were out of the peaceful meditation space. This person looked just like a human from Earth. As you know my name, may I ask you, what is yours? Hello. Yes, Thomas. You will know me as Michael Newton, hypnotherapist who wrote 4 books: The Journey of Souls, The Destiny of Souls, Life Between Lives, and Memories of the Afterlife, which I know you have read and enjoyed. Thank you for buying and reading them. Oh, Michael Newton. I have met Karen Joy, who lives in Mullaney, Australia. Karen studied at your institute in the USA and wrote the book Other Lives, Other Realms, which I have also enjoyed. Yes, Karen Joy is an excellent clinician to assist others discover their life between lives and relate this to the reasons behind the karmic events that they are experiencing on planet Earth. Michael, I have a question. Where was I when you came in to collect me? Thomas, this is your school classroom. Between lives, you spend quite a lot of time here practicing and learning skills for the next lifetime with your soul group. The other entities in your classroom are members of your soul group, with whom you often journey together with on different planetary sojourns. Michael, I found the experience so peaceful. Was the person who appeared in the centre of the circle one of my teachers? Yes, Thomas, his name is Lord Maitreya, the future Buddha. Refer to chapter 7. You will meet him as one of your counselors more formally later. Thomas, I have called you today because one of your soul group female members on planet Earth is considering a second child with a husband from another soul group. We feel this could be a good fit for you to learn the lessons you are planning for your next sojourn into matter. With some further training, you'll be given the opportunity to volunteer. The choice will always be yours to make the final decision. So I get to choose to volunteer? Let us first visit the Library of Akashic Records to review the potentials for this sojourn during this critical awakening period on Earth and its inhabitants. Review of current Earth events. We entered a training room full of screens where many videos were playing at once. Michael, why are all these film records so dark with wars and the feelings of dense energy? Thomas, this is a culmination of the many possible fractal pathways you humans could take during the transition from Homo sapiens to the new species, Homo consciousness, on your planet Earth. We feel your beacon of light during your soul's sojourn on Earth will assist many to reawaken to the source energy again. Thomas, many of your soul group in the classroom will sojourn with you. Others will remain here at school as counselors assisting you on the journey until your final return. They will also learn from your experiences while you are there. Well, Michael, I get the feeling this sojourn is not going to be all that much fun of a trip. Earth in transition, conscious evolution, evolution by natural selection. Yes, Thomas, this journey will be taken during a critical reawakening and conscious evolution on Earth. I refer you to the work of Barbara Marx Hubbard and the Foundation of Conscious Evolution. Similarly, please read the work of Neil Donald Walsh in his book series called Conversations with God. Could you please add information about these concepts published in the 1990s into the definition section? Could you also explain the difference between the fourth dimension theory of evolution of natural selection as opposed to the fifth dimension theory of conscious evolution, which will be used to create a new Homo consciousness species to dwell on and care for the mothership, planet Earth? What is the effect of the reawakening on Earth and why is it so important? Michael, do I really have a choice here? Thomas, let me answer this in a different way. I know that Carl Sagan has asked you specifically to work with your favourite, highly sensitive, heart-based individuals. I would like to now call them highly sensitive, cooperative persons. Individual highlights the old separation as part of the fourth dimension thinking. We need you to understand the limiting aspects of only operating with 2 strands of DNA activated by Homo sapiens species. This limitation has led to a great separation and individualization amongst the species, resulting in a widespread duality of competition, which has given rise to imbalance, darkness, fear, and greed. Later, you'll be researching the expansion of the 90% junk DNA, as it described by your Western scientists, that is held in the other 10 strands of DNA. As these other 10 strands of junk DNA are reactivated to produce a fully functioning 12-strand DNA, there will be the emergence of Homo consciousness as a new species for continuation of life on Earth beyond the devastating parasitic period of Homo sapiens species. Refer to chapter 20. So you know Carl Sagan? Yes, Thomas. You could say we're on the same team, but we're working on different aspects of the transition of the Homo sapien species. Homo human spacesuit rent-a-body design training. Oh, Michael, let us go and do the human spacesuit design training. Thomas, dreams that appear in the early part of the night's sleep are reviews of past lives. Dreams in the middle of the night often deal with present-day events. Early morning dreams relate to your future events. As you remember, in this dream, commencing very early in the evening, just after you fell asleep, you are here to re-experience how you prepared for your current life as Thomas in the human spacesuit rented body of Robert Wilson. This will enable you to understand how to better prepare for future transitions of intentions and consciousness into new species of Homo consciousness. Okay, so now I'm back in time for preparing for my birth as Thomas Robert Wilson. Thomas, we need you to enter into a different fifth dimension space. Michael leads me into a corridor with different coloured doors representing skin colours. We pass the black, the brown, the yellow, red and blue doors. Then we enter the white door. Michael, what is this place? It's like a hall of mirrors. In one direction, I see all these Caucasian white-skinned coloured heads. In another direction, I see a variety of noses. Wow. In that direction, I see male torsos. Oh, and then female torsos. Now, there are rows of arms, hands and fingers, and rows of legs, feet and toes. It is similar to being involved in a police identity check session, only more complicated. Thomas, this fifth dimension space is where we store all the possible DNA choices. We call this the human spacesuit rented body dress-up room. It is where you will build your human spacesuit rented body from all the possible DNA combinations from your future mother's female ovum nucleus and mitochondrial DNA and your future father's male sperm nucleus and mitochondrial DNA. Your physical body suit will need to be able to breathe air to live in the Earth's atmospheric environment. If you were to become a fish on, say, planet Earth, then you would require an underwater bodysuit with gills. At present, you are wearing an interstellar spacesuit rented body to enable you to work on Arcturus. You need to prepare your body, consciousness, energy as a summary of your primary soul's life purpose and intentions for your visit to Earth. All matter in the universe, including your Earth, requires a finer energetic framework to build on. We call this your Torus energy light body framework. Your energy framework is both within the body and external to the body. Refer to Chapter 2, Torus examples. Michael, this looks very much like the apple-shaped fruit that Adam and Eve ate in the Garden of Eden. Yes, Thomas, the apple and Adam and Eve allegory story is what is called hidden gematry, etymology or geometry, which you discussed with Cardinal William Allen. Refer to Chapter 2. The stories or parables in the Bible and other ancient scripts hide the underlying mathematical formula. In this instance, the apple shape is describing the Torus energy, light body framework, which underlines the physical body and is required as you descend from the fifth dimension liminal space into the fourth dimension space-time level of existence. During your gestation period, you flesh out the framework to match your selected intentions. This energetic field can be felt by acupuncturists in the meridian lines and by Reiki and other energy healers at a chakra level. So where do I start this process of selecting a human spacesuit rent-a-body? Sit here with me and we will review some concepts on the screen in the Spacesuit Design Center. During the rest of this short story, you will be reawakening to the many aspects of how to set intentions to build many types of rent-a-bodies for application throughout the universe. So to start with, I will use your integrated medical system you presented to Carl Sagan in Chapter 3. Setting new intentions exercise for oneness or ascension. Intentionality, from a fifth dimension point of view, is the action of setting a new model for your holistic self. This human spacesuit rent-a-body model should include your eternal, energetic, spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical body aspects. Intentionality is having a new relationship with your core inner self, experiencing your eternal harmony or source energy, and also sharing this with others in your human environment. Refer to the worksheet, Setting Intentions. Integrated approach to your 6 bodies with intentionality. Intentions must be set at each of the 6 body levels. These are as follows: eternal body, superconscious mind, connection with the seventh dimensional eternal space or source energy. Energetic body, subconscious mind, connection with the 6th dimensions supernal space. It is the light body framework that is bounded by the energetic skin of a body that has not lost its connection with source energy. Spiritual body, the subconscious mind, connection with the 5th dimension of the universe through your chakra system of sound and light. This manifests as endocrine glands that then produce hormones to build a physical body. Your mental body, connection of your subconscious gut mind and heart mind with your conscious brain mind. This is covered by understanding the psychology of your soul's life purpose and your human physical purpose. Emotional body is your conscious mind, personality, individualization, and your reactions to other personalities. It involves letting go of the past while planning for the future. And the physical body is the application in the physical of your intentionality and duality reactions to the path of life. You could say it is the end result of your manifestation on earth as you expanded away from the light and before you return to the light in a Torus energy field. Thomas. As a child, I was only informed about my 3 bodies, mind, body, and spirit. Michael Newton. Have a look at this painting by Hilma af Klint. Born 26th of October 1862 and died on the 21st of October 1944, with a numerology of 26 equals 8 to bring new knowledge into the earth. Hilma af Klint lived in Stockholm, Sweden, and produced 1,200 geometric drawings. You will meet her later. Refer to Chapter 18. Her 1913 painting, Tree of Knowledge number 1, has pairs of swans to present the concept of a new balance and peace between the current male-dominating energy grid and the female energy grid on Earth. The female energy grid is in the geometric shape of a Buckminster fullerene, carbon-60 molecule. This is an important concept to add into your intentionality. These balance concepts will be discussed further out your future intuition periods. Refer to the painting. During your last visit, Chapter 3, you were introduced to the 5,000-year knowledge of Chinese acupuncture. We'll be using aspects of the Wu Xing theory of energy to show you how to integrate your 2-strand DNA back to an activated 12-strand DNA, along with providing an understanding of your tetrahedron-shaped Merkaba space vehicle. See the diagram. Thomas, I'm looking forward to experiencing this information. For tonight, I am wanting you to develop some understanding of your intentionality required for your mental body and your physical body. Modern psychology developments post-World War I and World War II. Abraham Harold Maslow, 1st of April 1908 to the 8th of June 1970, with a numerology of 23 equals 5, for speaking up with new understandings. His parents were first-generation Jewish immigrants from Kiev, then part of the Russian Empire, now Kyiv, Ukraine. This is important to note for work you'll be doing towards the end of your training. Refer to chapter 22. In post-World War II, psychology was concentrated on 2 theories: Sigmund Freud's psychoanalytic theory psychology and B.F. Skinner's behavioralism psychology. During the 1950s, the humanistic psychology established guidelines for the establishment of a 3rd theory of psychology to include the following elements. To understand people, ourselves and others in synergy, where the cooperation or interaction of 2 or more produces an effect that is greater than the sum of their parts. To acknowledge the relevance and significance of full life history of an individual. To acknowledge the importance of intentionality in human existence, and to recognize the importance of an end goal of life for a healthy person. Humanistic psychology also acknowledges spiritual aspects as an integral part of the psyche. In 1968, Abraham Maslow was among the people who described transpersonal psychology as a 4th force in psychology. Maslow's hierarchy of needs and intentions goals. Could you please extend this understanding in your definition section and prepare a worksheet for your readers to articulate their intentions in each of these 8 areas of Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Can you present this to me during your next visit to school? Maslow's hierarchy of needs includes physiological, safety, belonging and love, esteem, cognition, aesthetic, self-actualization, and transcendence. Back in the 1970s, I seem to have got stuck on Maslow's first rung of physiological needs: air, water, food, heat, clothes, reproduction, shelter, and sleep. Refer to the worksheets. Ayurvedic doshas and body types. Michael Newton. You were also introduced into Ayurvedic medicine from India. Refer to chapter 3. Holistic medicine, such as Ayurveda, with 5,000 years of history from India, can help diagnose illness and treat the underlying cause. This can be beneficial to many people, and if you have a consultation to determine your Ayurvedic body type, it may help you gain a better understanding of your overall health, diet, exercise, and constitution. Research for an Ayurvedic clinician near you. Find one. I ask you to use this information to prepare a worksheet for greater understanding of this ancient wisdom of body types and integrate the information on somatotypes terminology in the worksheets. In acupuncture, Ayurvedic medicine, you have a Vata body type is mainly made up of air and ether elements. A Pitta body type is mainly made up of water and fire elements, and a Kapha body type is mainly made up of minerals, earth and water elements. What do the body types and body shapes look like? Michael, I have enclosed a chart showing body types and body shapes with an integration of the information on somatic terminology. Refer to the chart. Somatic and body types. Somatotype body types was defined by the American psychologist William Herbert Sheldon in 1940 to categorize the human physique according to terms borrowed from the three germ layers of embryonic development: ectomorph, mesomorph and endomorph. The ectomorph body type, which forms the skin and nerve system; mesomorph body type, which becomes muscle, heart and blood vessels; and an endomorph, which develops into the dietary tract. See the chart. Body building, gestation, Carnegie stages of embryonic development. Michael Newton. A third aspect you will need to take into consideration is the research covering human genome, DNA, nuclear cells, nuclear genome, nDNA, mitochondrial cells, mitochondrial genome, mtDNA, genealogical DNA tests, autosomal DNA tests, Y-DNA tests, mtDNA tests, haplogroup DMA mutations, molecular mutation evolution by natural selection, molecular mutation conscious evolution from star origins, gestation, Carnegie stages of embryonic development. That's a handful, isn't it? Your human spacesuit rent-a-body is selected and developed in line with your soul's life purpose in the fifth dimension at the Arcturian or Pleiadian Intentions Education Centre with your soul group. Your human spacesuit rent-a-body is built into the fourth dimension during your gestation period and explained in the molecular mutation from a fourth dimension and a fifth dimension. For homework, can you prepare a detailed worksheet summary chart integrating the understanding of the 5,000-year-old Ayurvedic knowledge with the 1940s somatic body types and the Carnegie stages of embryonic development? Well, Michael Newton, I will have to get these summaries checked by you on my next visit to my soul group school on Arcturus. You are a great teacher. Thank you. Refer to the definitions and worksheets. Michael Newton. During later visits, you'll be shown how to explain the mathematics of torus energy field, acupuncture meridians and chakras. For now, Thomas, I would like you to complete your training on how to build a physical, atmospheric human spacesuit rent-a-body for your sojourn on Earth as Robert Wilson. Build well your material atmospheric body with the greatest intentions of service rather than for self-aggrandizement, as you seem to have done in some previous incarnations. Thomas, I need to leave very soon so that you have time to prepare your new Robert Wilson human spacesuit rent-a-body. Michael, I have a question before you go. Why do I, as Thomas, look so different from what I felt I should look like as a 25-year-old body of Robert Wilson? Thomas, you look like the 25-year-old self from your last sojourn on planet Earth. Remember the last visit to Earth you chose an intention of self-aggrandizement over service, which led you to being transported from England to Australia as a convict. In this new sojourn as Robert Wilson, you'll be born in Australia as a free man. You will use Australia as your entry point to Earth before working around the planet. I like the idea of being born a free man and not as a convict or slave. Thomas, your physical building process starts at the point of conception. Remember, Thomas, your soul group members will be with you all the way. Call on them regularly to assist you in your reawakening on this sojourn. In the religious language at the time of your birth in 1952, your counselors were called your guardian angels. Thomas, on waking, start researching and writing notes on body types. Goodbye for now. Thank you, Michael. I am looking forward to another discussion later. What a dream. Let me see if I can explain what this was all about. My action plan. Complete the definitions and worksheets on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, body types, and body shapes. Refer to the definitions and worksheets.